I'm Susan. Welcome to Chair Yoga. If you have a belt or a bathroom tie or anything that you could use as a strap, have that handy because we'll be using that later in the video. I want to go over just a few yoga guidelines that we need to follow to keep us safe. First of all, we breathe in through our nose. Your nose is like a filter that warms and filters the air. So let's try that. Just gonna inhale through your nose and exhale. So you can exhale through your nose or you can just let it out through your mouth if that feels good. Sometimes that's kind of relaxing. Let's try it again. Inhale through your nose and exhale. This time let's practice making our exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. So inhale through your nose and let it out real slow. Exhale through the nose. We do that by pulling our navel in toward our spine, and that helps press all the air out of the lungs. Let's try it one more time. Inhale and exhale slowly, pulling the navel in. Another one of our guidelines is that you're going to mirror me. So if I'm going that way, you'll go that way. If I'm going that way, you'll go that way. And a third one, probably the most important one, is no pain, no pain. So if some moves that I'm doing cause pain in your joints or anywhere else, then that's a move that you need to skip. We don't want to cause any pain. And you have to learn the difference between sensation, which is just the feeling of stretch and opening, and pain. And pain is a signal from your body not to do that. I may come up with some other guidelines as we go along, but those are the three that we're going to start with. So ground your feet in front of you, and that just means feel your feet on the floor, spread your toes, and then you can imagine if you had some roots that were growing down through the floor and through the foundation and all the way into the earth, holding you there. So nice and connected. And then we want to imagine we have a helium balloon attached to our heart, and it's just going to lift us up a little bit. Your balloon could be any color that you like. And that just took my spine and lengthened my spine upwards. Or you can imagine if you had a crown on your head and you're reaching your crown up toward the sky. So nice long spine. Take our shoulders, put them on our back, and then your hands can rest either palms down if you need to feel a little more grounded, or you can go palms up if you need to receive some energy. So let's just hold that position for a few breaths. This is what we would call a seated mountain. We're going to bring our hands to our belly, and I want you to feel your belly expand as you inhale. The belly has to go out so that there's room in the lungs for the air coming in. So we're going to inhale, fill that belly up, and then again slowly pulling the navel into the spine, letting all the air back out, nice and slow. Inhale, big belly, and exhale it all out. In. Let's do one more. Big belly. Inhale. And exhale. Pull the navel in. And release your hands. So you may notice just those few breaths that we took tend to calm us down. It puts your body in the rest and relax phase or state instead of the hurry and worry that we run around in all day long. So anytime you feel like you just need to slow down, 2 or 3 long, slow breaths, that might be needed. So we're going to start with a full body warm up, just a couple moves for each joint to get us moving, and then we'll move into more of the yoga poses. So the first one we're going to do is just for our neck. Be very careful when you're moving your neck that you don't cause any pain. You always want to move slowly and with awareness. So with that heart lifted, we're going to take an inhale, and then we're going to exhale and drop our chin down toward our heart. As if the heart and the chin were gonna meet. Maybe you go side to side just a tiny bit, just a little movement there, warming up the neck. Stopping in the center. On your next inhale, we're going to lift the chin as far as comfortable. Don't collapse your neck back, just making some space. Close your teeth and you'll get a nice stretch up under your jaw. And let's exhale back down. Chin goes toward our heart. And bring it up one more time. Inhale all the way up. And exhale back where we started. Now we're going to move in the side to side direction. So we're just going to drop our ear over and feel that stretch on the opposite side. If you want to feel even more stretch, you can drop your hand down toward the floor. Inhale up and take it the other way. There's the first step. There's the second step. With a lot of my instructions, I'll give you the first thing, the second, and sometimes the third. And you can go as far as you want, or you can stop whenever you need to. And bring that hand back up. And then we're going to look over our shoulder. So inhale nice and tall. And exhale as you look over your shoulder, just as far as is comfortable. Don't take it too deep. Inhale through center. Exhale the other way. Inhale through center. Let's take that one more time. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Inhale through center. And exhale. And back to center. Let's release our hands, kind of shake them out a little bit. We're going to roll our shoulders. So remember, our shoulders forward and up and to the back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and all the way down. Forward and up and squeeze and down. And one more. Forward and up. Take our hands nice and wide, stretch your fingers. Inhale and bring those hands all the way up. And then imagine if you were swimming underwater, you're going to exhale and press that water back down. Inhale it up. And exhale back down. One more time. Inhale it up. And this time we're going to reach. We're just going to reach up like there's something at the top of the closet and I don't want to go get the step stool. I'm going to reach it. Reach and reach and reach and reach both hands. And as you exhale, drop your elbows into what we call cactus pose. So my elbows are about as high as my shoulders. My hands are nice and wide. I'm going to pull those elbows back. You're going to feel a nice stretch in the front of the chest. Don't take it too far. And then we're going to take a little twist here. So you're just going to pull one elbow back. And back to the center. And take the other elbow back. And back to the center. So getting a little rotation in the waist. Back to center. Back to center. And then we're going to take a little cactus side bend. Keeping your cactus nice and strong, press down through your feet and just take a little tilt. Tilt to the side, bring it back up, and tilt to the side. Bring it back up. One more time. Take it to the side. You might feel your abdominals kicking in a little bit to pull you back up. One more. And bring it back up. And take those hands up. Shoulders getting tired, right? Reach it up, reach it up, reach it up. And exhale back down. And release those shoulders. Shake them out a little bit. All right. So when we moved our neck, we moved it 6 ways. Up and down, side to side, twist, twist. And we want to do the same thing with our spine. So in our cactus, we've done the twist. We've done a little bit of side, and now we're going to do the front, the up and the down. Imagine if you had tail feathers, and you had some feathers sticking out there. So you can scoot forward on your chair so you got room for your feathers. And as we lift our tail in the back, we're going to lift our heart and lift our chin at the same time. So I'm arching my back, inhale up. And when I exhale, I reverse everything. I'm going to tuck the tail, pull my belly in, drop my chin. And let's reverse that. Tail up, heart up, chin up, big inhale. And reverse. And one more. Inhale, lift everything. And exhale. Sometimes that's called cat-cow, because when we do it on our hands and knees, it looks like cat-cow. Let's take our feet a little wide, and now we're going to make a circle. So I'm still doing my arch and contract, but I'm going to go in a circle. So I'm going to reach my heart forward over each leg. As I come around, I'm going to pull the belly in, drop my chin. Inhale, reach it out, pulling it in. One more that direction, reaching out, pulling it in. And then reverse it and go the other way. So reach out over the other leg, center, other leg, pulling the belly in. And one more, reaching out. And pulling it in. I think we need one more. Reaching out. Pulling it in. And then just kind of unwind and get nice and tall. Good. Bring the feet back in. We're going to warm up the lower body just a little bit. Take your hand right under your knee and just lift that knee, circle the hip around. So we're not really using the thigh muscles for the work. We're letting them relax so that we can really warm up that hip joint. Let's go the other way. Circle it around. And put that one down and do the other one. In yoga, whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. We wouldn't want to be lopsided. Go the other way. Good. Put that down. Nice and tall. We're going to warm up the knees a little bit. We're going to lift it up. We're going to kick it out. Lift it up again. Put it down. Let's do the other side. Lift. Down, lift and kick, and down. One more, lift and kick, and lift and down. And take those knees and just go wide and together. Sometimes we call that windshield wipers. In and out, always feels good. And then we're just going to warm up the ankle. So take one foot out and just circle your ankle around. Circle the other way. And go toes up, toes down, toes up, toes down. Go toes up, go in and out, so toes go out, toes go in and out. And in, put that one down, and do the other one, circle around. Circle, circle. And hear your joints popping a little bit. Go the other way, circle around. And toes up and down and up and down. Up, go, out and in. I think we're pretty warmed up now. So let's just take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. And just stop and take a moment and notice how you feel. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit better. All right, we're going to release our hands. Now we're going to go into a little bit more of a traditional yoga work. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And we're going to drop one arm down to the side. So you can find your chair or you can rest it on your thigh. And we're coming into a side bend. So keep anchored in your seat. Don't let your hip lift. As you go into a nice side bend, you're going to feel your ribs opening a little, feel the waist stretching, maybe feel it in your armpit. And on your next inhale, you're going to rise back up and release that down. Let's take the other side. Inhale up. Anchor yourself in your chair. Exhale, take it over. Inhale, bring it up. Let's do one more. Inhale the the arm up. And this time as you get into your side bend, I want you to pull the elbow back a little bit. Get it behind you almost. And if it doesn't hurt your neck, you can turn and look. So you can see the ceiling in front of your arm. Your arm's not out here in front. We're pulling it back. Inhale that arm up, release. And the other side. Inhale up, taking it over, and then pull the elbow back a little. You'll feel a difference when you do that. And inhale all the way down. Take a breath. And let it out. This time we're going to come into a twist. We're going to inhale both arms up. And then take one hand to the opposite knee. And then take the other hand around behind. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, look behind. So maybe you take a little bit more of a neck stretch this time. Do what feels good for you. Look back to the front and release the twist. Taking the other side. Inhale up, opposite hand to the knee, and reach behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over your back shoulder. Back to the front, and release. Take our feet a little wide. I'm going to come into a forward fold. Forward folds are nice and relaxing. We want to be careful when we forward fold. We want to bend from the hip joint, not from the waist. So we don't want to round over. We want to keep our heart lifted. Think of reaching your heart forward as you go into it. So releasing the hands. Inhale up. Palms together and exhale down through the center. Maybe your elbows come to your knees, but reach your heart forward. You keep your head up a little bit. See how that feels in your lower back. And if you want the next step, you're going to reach your hands down for your ankles. When you finally get as far as you think you can bend, then you can drop your head in just a little. So you may be feeling a stretch way down in your lower back by your tailbone. It may be rising up your waist and your middle back. And if you really drop your chin in, you'll feel it even in your upper back and your neck. So bring your hands up to your knees. And as you inhale, reach your heart forward. Press down through your hands to rise back up. Bring this feet together. Roll our shoulders around. Just kind of release everything. Shake it out. Inhale. All right. And take a breath with me. Inhale. And exhale. Our next pose is called gate pose. We're going to leave one foot right in front of us, knee right in front of your hip, and take the other foot out to the side. You may need to scoot up to the edge of your chair to release your glutes there. Your foot can be straight out to the side, or it can be a little bit in front if that's more comfortable for you. So let's take both arms, reach out nice and wide. Big inhale. And then let's exhale as we reach over our straight leg. And when we really can't reach any farther, bring that hand down, take the other hand up to the ceiling or the sky. And if it doesn't hurt your neck, you can turn and look. So you may be feeling some stretch in the leg, and you may be feeling that stretch all the way from your hip up through your waist, your ribs, your armpit, out your fingertips. All right, to come out of this, we're going to inhale and reach up. And then the opposite hand's going to go to the knee, and the other hand comes behind. So we're making a twist again. Inhale, get really tall, and exhale, look over your shoulder. Twists are really good for our spine. They keep the discs moistened, keep everything moving. Look back to the front, and release. Just kind of gather that leg in, and it might need a little circle, or a little in and out, whatever would feel good there. Let's place the other foot in front and reach the other leg out. thing on the other side. Inhale and reach. And reach out over the straight leg. Drop the hand down. Reach the other arm up. If it doesn't hurt your neck, turn and look. Keep breathing. On your next inhale, reach up. And come into a twist. So this hand's going to come around, other hand goes behind. Turn and look over your back shoulder. And looking back toward the front. Release everything and pull that leg in. Maybe you circle it around. And you can go the other way. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. So we call this a butterfly pose. And if you don't feel like you have any, you're not getting any stretch, you can raise your feet. You can get blocks or books or a box, and raising your feet up off the floor will give you even more stretch. But this may feel good for today. We're going to come into an eagle pose. We're going to do a modified eagle pose. So first we're going to stretch one arm out. That arm's going to stay nice and straight as the other arm goes under and pulls it across the body. So I'm getting some compression and some stretch in that shoulder. I'm going to look over that shoulder if my neck is okay. Get some nice stretch. Okay, inhale and open. Bring the other hand to the front. That one's going to stay straight. Other arm goes under. And we look over. And inhale and open. Let's reach back and find our chair. If you're on the edge of your chair in the front, you'll be able to find the back of your chair. Lift your heart, lift your tail. Feel the nice stretch in the front of the body. This is a good one to counter rounded shoulders from too much computer work or reading or working in front of the body. And release that. Round the shoulders. And then we're going to make our lower body opposite. So I've got my inner edges of my feet on the floor and my knees come together. So we're going to leave that like that, and we're going to multitask. So lower body does something, upper body does something. I'm going to take one arm up, so be sure you're mirroring me, and drop it down like you're trying to pat yourself on the back of the head. Let's just pat the head. Maybe you can walk those fingers down your neck. You can even use the other hand to pull that elbow back. So don't let it make you round up. You want to stay nice and tall. And then the other hand, you're going to go thumb down and bring it back to the back. I'm going to turn around so you can see what this looks like. So lifting your heart. We got one arm in external rotation, the other one in internal rotation. Nice stretch. Keep your heart lifted. Breathe. All right, coming out of this, we're going to release the bottom hand, release the top hand, and roll the shoulders. Whew. And of course, got to do the other side. Other hand's going up. Pat yourself on the back of the head. Walk down your neck. Pull the elbow behind if you want to. Nice stretch there, and then the thumb goes down, bring it to your back, palms are facing out, lift your heart. Now you may notice that one side is easier than the other. Totally normal. We're not symmetrical. Breathe. Release the bottom arm, release the top, and bring the knees out and in a little bit. Bring back in. And let's just take a breath. Inhale. find your strap or your belt or whatever you have. You can even use a towel, roll it up nice and tight. All right, so we're going to take that strap and we're going to take one leg out. Be sure you're using the same side that I am. And we're going to place that behind the ball of the foot. So not in the arch, kind of below the ball of the foot. And we're going to lift that leg up. Now you can pull back with your biceps if you like, or you can reach down the strap and pull back with your shoulders. That's the one I prefer, but you do what feels good. So we're pulling the toes back, pressing the heel out, keeping the heart lifted. Don't let that make you, I get my leg way up high if I don't sit up straight, but when I sit up straight, it becomes a little more challenging. Lifting your heart. Feeling some nice stretch in the back of the knee, or maybe where the leg and the hip attach, where your hamstrings attach to your hip joint. So we're going to put both straps in that same hand. So I've got this hand free, and without moving anything else, we're going to take that leg out to the side. And just notice how far your leg goes, and bring it back in. Doesn't have to go way out. Maybe you go to here, maybe it goes wider. Just kind of in and out a little bit. In and out. And then this time we're going to stay out. We're going to keep our heart lifted. We're going to reach the other arm away. If you want to add the very last step, you turn and look at the hand. Bring it all back to the front. We're going to switch hands. So just put the other hand on the strap, and you're going to pull the leg across the body a little bit. Now you're going to feel some nice stretch on the outer edge of the leg. If you want to reach out and add the last step, we're turning and looking. Bring it all back in. Let's take it out one more time. Lift your heart. Turn and look. Bringing it back in. We're going to use our strap to pull that foot up over the knee. If that's too uncomfortable, straighten out your other leg. And that'll lower that down, or you can even be down at your ankle. It just depends on your hips. Do what works for you. Listen to your body. Hold the strap right there. So this is called a pigeon pose. We're going to lift our heart up. And you may be in this position and already feeling quite a bit of sensation in your hips. I know I am. If you need more sensation though, you reach your heart forward just like we did on the other forward fold, and you'll feel a little bit more intensity. And release. Carefully take that leg down. In and out a little bit. Releasing. And then we gotta do the other side. So strap across the lower ball of the foot and we lift it up. Reach down or pull with your biceps. Keeping your heart lifted. Really pulling toes back and pressing your heel out. Straps together, the same hand, and take them out. Let's just go out and in a little bit, see how that hip feels about it. You might have one hip that's kind of cranky. And keeping it out, reach the other hand out, lift your heart, and turn and look if you want that last step. Keep breathing. Through the center, switching hands. Take that leg across. Feel that stretch on the outer hip. Heart stays lifted. Reach, turn and look. And bring it back. Let's take it out one more time. Nice and wide. Cross that leg over. You can release the strap down. So pigeon Then on the other side, and again, if that's too much, straighten out the leg, drop it down to your ankle, whatever you need to do. Find what works for you. Yoga is all about finding what works for your body. Lift your heart, maybe fold forward a little bit. And rise back up. Release the leg. Take it in and out. All right. Take a nice inhale together. And exhale it out. One more. Inhale. Finish with just a little sun salutation flow, a seated sun salutation. It's going to bring us into our final relaxation. So grounding those feet in front, lift your heart, release the hands. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, drop one arm down, take it into your side bend. Inhale, both arms back up. Other side. Slowing down the breath. Inhale, both hands up into our twist. Opposite hand to the knee. Inhale up. Twist the other way. Inhale up. Palms come together. Your feet can go a little wide. Reach your heart forward. Elbows to the knees. And forward fold. Slide your hands down. Drop your chin. Take a nice deep breath. Bring your hands up to your knees. Reach your heart forward as you press yourself up. And bring those feet back in. Let's scoot back in the chair. Get nice and comfortable. Leaning back. We're going to do a little progressive relaxation. That just means we move up through the body. We're going to squeeze and release different body parts. So starting just with your toes. Going to inhale, squeeze your toes. Exhale, relax. Inhale and squeeze. Exhale and relax. This time we're going to squeeze your shins, which is going to make your toes rise. So keep your heels on the floor, squeeze your shins, lift your toes. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. And again, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Moving up to our thighs or our quadriceps. When we squeeze those, our feet will rise. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. We're going to squeeze our belly. So I'm going to inhale and squeeze it tight. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze it tight. Exhale, relax. And squeeze our shoulders up to our ears. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale, relax. And squeeze our biceps and bring your hands up by your shoulders, make big muscles. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. One more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Now press our hands together to contract the pecs there. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. One more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. And just your hands. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Finally, we're going to squeeze our face. So scrunch your face up. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. And finally, we're going to try to squeeze everything that we can, all at the same time. So inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Last one. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, relax. And get super comfy in that chair. Let your hands relax on your lap. Let your skin feel like a soft blanket over your bones. And just take a few more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale and exhale. And if you drop your chin a little bit, you can start to open your eyes if they were closed. Blink your eyes. And back to awareness. And you finish the class by inhaling up and gathering all the positive energy we just created and exhaling it down into our heart. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.